Oh, man. Can you believe it, Andy? I mean, come on. 60s all weekend is what? Like record high 62, 63. Friday, it's going to be like 50-something. Today, it's like, I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. And we ain't going to have one. It's supposed to be what? 48? Throw it up there. 48 degrees on Christmas Day, which is day after tomorrow. So, and I see the red light is on, which means, Roxanne, you don't have to put on that red light. Roxanne, well, you got it on there. I mean, come on, you know. It's like never a warning anymore or anything. I just look up and all of a sudden it's live from New York. It's Saturday night. Well, not really Saturday night. Wouldn't we need to get a band or something like that to be, you know, get a musical guest, get a house band? All right, want a musical guest and a house band for the Pipewrench podcast. Andy, get on that, will you? Get a hold of somebody, have their people talk to our people, and, you know, let's get her done. So, all right, before we even start, even though we have started, but before we even start, remember, please, 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 like the video right here. Like my podcast. It's like right down here, like by the skull guy, right below him. There's the like, thumbs up, the thumbs down. Give us a thumbs up. And over here, there's the subscribe button. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit it, subscribe. And then, you know, it's a cool place to hang out. My channel, there's all sorts of stuff. If you subscribe, then like I say every Monday I say that all you got to do is subscribe. I'm checking this weather out. I can't believe that it's actually going to be like this week. It's just like, wow. So, anyway, let's give a big shout out. A big shout out to our friends and neighbors at the Great Falls Gazette. It's out the door. You go out the door, down the hall, then down one flight of steps, come out that door, and then go 3 doors down. See how I do that? And then it's like, you know, bam, there we are. There you go. And I'm like, you know, what? It's like, there it is. And it's like, gonna buy 5 copies for my mother. Hey, gonna see my smiling face on the cover of the Great Falls Gazette. It's Tuesday, Thursday. This is yesterday's edition. If you were on Facebook, Saturday, was it Saturday night that they said that the printer was down? So they were still going to rush to press and get this copy out. And so, you know, it's in black and white, but you still got great news. It's jam-packed on Sundays, Andy. It's like jam-packed. It's jam-packed. All right. Good morning. It is Monday, December 23rd. And Christmas, like I said, it's just day after tomorrow. It's like, I hear those sleigh bells jingling, ding, ding, dingling, bing-oo. It's kind of lovely weather when a sleigh lie together with you. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, let's go! You know, it's quiet now. You know, Christmas is coming. The building's quiet. Social media seems to take a little break, a little bit. It's quiet now, Andy. But the haters, they will be back. And they'll be back in greater numbers. So, I know, we were talking about that, like, before I even knew before I even knew that we were on the air, we were talking about that. Yeah, can you believe the weather? I mean, it's like late December. I got Friday and Saturday night, it was in the 60s during the day. I had the fan on during the night. And the window open, fans on, it's the middle of December. No snow. No, mid-50s, sunshine. It doesn't feel like Christmas, you know. It just, Santa Claus is coming to town. I don't know. Got all your Christmas shopping done? Polls say, well, you're like most people then. And he said he doesn't have his Christmas shopping done. And polls say that at least 50 to 75% of Americans still have shopping to do. And how about you, everybody? Andy, you said you have shopping to do. What about everybody else? You still got shopping to do? I mean, let us know. You still got shopping to do. I avoid big places during the holiday. I had like a bug last week of some kind. Hadn't been sick in years, and all of a sudden I'm like coughing, you know, and I just don't like crowds. Can you imagine being a mall Santa? You know, Santa Claus that works in the malls and department stores and like Target or Walmart or whatever, the mall Santa. I mean, for what? 10 hours a day for weeks, 6 weeks before Christmas, from like Thanksgiving to Christmas. Thousands and thousands and thousands of kids, man. Just kids. Lines. You go to work, you sit down, you look down, there's like a line. Kids right out the door. They're all hacking, they're looking, grabbing on their parents' arms, you know. They're like, oh, I want this. I want the new car. I need a new toy and Tonka trucks. You know, I want a new puppy. You know, I don't care if my parents are responsible. You know, I want some dolls. I want the new Barbie, you know. I want Uncle Johnny to quit hiding in my closet. You know, I want Alexis. I want. They're all day long jumping on Santa's like, boom, jumping on your lap, boom, hitting you in the balls. Oh, Jesus! Oh, God, they're asking for everything, anything. I don't want Mommy and Daddy to be into divorce. You know, I want Daddy to quit being such a helpless drunk alcoholic. And you know, it's just like it's not. That's not even the worst part. if that's not bad enough, Andy. Okay, if that's not bad enough, they got kids wanting everything. You know, I want the new Barbie. I want the new X-Men, or I want, you know, it's like I want. You know, the parents are like, oh, you know, let's go to brunch and just leave our kids with Santa. It's not Santa, it's like a guy dressed up as Santa. Can you imagine, man? and the kids, when they're like, you know, I don't want cancer, I want Santa, please take cancer away. Why won't you, Santa? You're an asshole. It's like, holy mackerel, how you gonna, you know, then they're all sick. You know, it's Christmas time. They'll be around each other in the holidays. People are coming in from town, coming out of town, bringing sickness with them. You know, let's go take our sick children to see Santa Claus. And they're, Santa, I want. You're just like Santa. You're like, man, I want you to freaking quit hacking on me. So, What about the rest of the family? Did you go see the Santa this year? Is everybody done shopping? They're done? They're done. It's a Festus miracle. It's a Festus miracle. I mean, geez, that's right. Andy, you didn't think I would forget about what today is, okay? It is December 23rd. Festivus. It's a Festivus. It's like, I got a lot of problems with you people, and now you're going to hear about it. Of course, I'm talking about the holiday that's celebrated every December 23rd as an alternative, is what it is billed as, and what it originally was said it was. It's an alternative to the pressures and the commercialism of Christmas. Festivus. Festivus. It's Festivus. Festivus. You know, or as I like to call it, it's Festivus for the rest of us. Oh, yeah. So, what is Festivus? Okay. Well, Festivus was originally introduced in 1997 in a Seinfeld episode called The Strike. Okay? And it's been popular with people in the popular culture. I mean, it's people, when I post this morning, and I posted it at 6 or so, and I posted Festivus stuff this morning on my Facebook feed, Kramer and George, and, you know, people acknowledge it because, you know, first of all, it's, you know, Seinfeld was a 90s, the 90s, phenomena. And, I said it's part of the culture, you know, it's all, what do you mean, what festival detail? What do you mean, what is it? You know, it begins, all right, let's start with it. All right? The Festivus begins with an aluminum pole, okay, which Frank Costanza, which was George Costanza's dad in Seinfeld, he described the pole as a very high strength, what was it, quote unquote, very high strength to weight ratio. And you got to remember that there's no branch, just a pole. Yeah, tinsel, no tinsel. Okay, tinsel is distracting. Okay, so George says there, said no, Frank Costanza, no tinsel. Okay, and then there's the airing of grievances. Okay, this takes place immediately after the Festivus dinner is served. So immediately as you get your plates and you sit down to the table, instead of saying grace, we have the airing of grievances. It's usually started, I'm glad you asked, it's usually started by the head of the household, but it ultimately consists of, I got a bone to pick with all you people, okay? But ultimately it consists of everybody at the table basically lashing out at one another about how disappointed they've been with each other and the whole family unit during the past year. Now, isn't that like a good, refreshing alternative to what we all... Right, and then so you got the airing of grievances. I got a bone to pick with all you people. Okay, I'm really disappointed. Whatever your grievances are, I'm probably not going to get your wings by Aerosmith again this year. It's like 2-3 years we've been trying to get it. But the airing of grievance, what I would talk about is that I haven't gotten it for the last few years. Now, then once we've had the airing of grievances, then you have your dinner where basically when you're having your Festivus dinner, the topic of the Festus miracle comes up. It's a Festus miracle. And several times, by the end of dinner, when dinner is complete, before dessert, the feats of strength come immediately after dinner, the feats of strength. It's not over. Festivus is not over. It is not over. It's never over until the feats of strength. And that's when the head of the household, whoever the head of the household is pinned in a wrestling match with whatever chosen family member that the head of the household chooses. Now, people ask me, it's like, geez, Pipewrench, it's just a television series. It's just a sitcom. It's just Seinfeld. I mean, how serious? I hear those sleigh bell ringling, jing, jing. Okay, never mind. How serious can I be about having the Festivus? I'll tell you how serious. In 2022, a petition was created on the website change.org. That's change.org. And that is where people can have petitions. And that's how we get things like, National Chocolate Day or National, what do we do? Vinyl Record Day, okay? That's a good one, Andy. National Vinyl Record Day, people polled and they said, what we want, we really want Vinyl Record Day. So they went to change.org, then the people going, then you can look it up. So in 2022 on that same website, that's change.org, there's a petition to make Festivus a national recognized holiday. So I've signed the petition, of course, and I implore you to sign it too. So let's make Festivus a federal holiday by next year, and everybody can get on the change.org and sign the petition. Just look it up. Just go to change.org, look up Festivus, and it's like, here's a petition to make it a national holiday. Sign it, and maybe by next year, next year it'd be a Festus miracle that it's a holiday. It's a Festus miracle. It would be. So, all day long, it's happy Festivus to everyone. Right. Now, Now, tomorrow, once we get back today, and it's a Monday, and it's a shopping day, and it's the Monday before Christmas, and the last minute shopping, and it's Festivus for the rest of us. I know, it's a Festus miracle, Andy. Once we get through, today, once we get through today, then it's all about Christmas Eve, okay? Because that's tomorrow, People taking like the whole freaking week off when Christmas hits in the middle of the week. And if you don't know how to juggle your schedule so you can get the dang whole week off, or at least most of it off, yeah, they need a Festivus miracle, don't they? All right, it's all about tomorrow. It's all about getting to the final place, your destinations. If you're having traveling plans for the holidays or something, it's getting there. Okay, and once you get there, you settle down. It's Christmas Eve, whatever tradition you have. But the majority, Andy, would you say the majority? I'd say the majority of the people have some kind of tradition, some kind of movies that they watch. The traditional Christmas movies that they watch on Christmas Eve. No, I'm not talking about It's a Wonderful Life. Every time a bell rings, an angel gets his wings. Yeah, I'm calling on that. The traditional movies are not It's a Wonderful Life. No, not A Christmas Carol with Scrooge. Come on. Not even the kid with the BB gun. What is that, Christmas Story? Oh, come on now. If you want to talk, all right, you want to talk Christmas movies? Okay, it's like, let's talk about some Christmas movies. Die Hard. You tell me that Die Hard isn't the most Christmas-y kind of movie that Santa Claus is coming to town. Cha-cha-cha. Die Hard is a huge, bigger than Christmas Story. Christmas Story is just about Scrooge. Scrooged with Bill Murray is better than A Christmas Story, the original one. Yeah, I'd like to get 3 ghosts to stop by my house sometime and just tell me what the hell I'm doing wrong. Okay? No doubt, Andy. Not even Die Hard. So what about Buddy the Elf, all right? Buddy the Elf. Hello, Buddy the Elf. What's your favorite color? Come on. In other good news, I just saw a dog. How's it going with Buddy the Elf, Chris? You got Buddy the Elf. You got Die Hard. You got Scrooge with Bill Murray. Why watch It's a Wonderful Life? First of all, it's in black and white. Back when I was a kid, we had black and white, and we liked it. I remember it. Yeah, we liked black and white when I was a kid. Yeah, so, you're talking about the traditional Christmas movies and all the traditional Christmas, Christmas time is here. What, the Charlie Brown's Christmas. I could never watch the Charlie Brown's Christmas in growing up. Well, my mom wouldn't let me watch it because I had a peanuts allergy. So, I just couldn't. Bow, 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 bow. Yeah. It was a Festivus miracle. Yeah. So, you got Die Hard, you got Buddy the Elf, you got Scrooged. We're forgetting the one. We're forgetting. All right, we're forgetting. You're a mean one. Mr. Grinch, you really are a heel. You're as cuddly as a cactus. You're as charming as an eel, Mr. Grinch. You're a bad banana with a greasy black peel. The way he is, he's a sly one, you know. He didn't. He had a dog. He just didn't like people. That's kind of understandable, isn't it? I mean, come on. And all the little who's down in Whoville. Tell me that's one of the most traditional, you know. Even the Jim Carrey remake was good. Okay? Wasn't great, but the original Mr. Grinch is, yeah. Yeah, so what are your plans for day after tomorrow? Just staying in. I'm thinking we're going to see things quiet down already. There's nobody up here this morning. And Monday, we got here like the usual time. There's nobody in the parking lot. There was nobody in the hallways. The automatic lights when you walk through the hallways here are usually on by the time, we go on air. We've been in and out the door so much. We've been in the studio and then came out to check on some things. And next thing you know, so there's nobody here. So remember now, kind of be kind this weekend, this whole week, to make it a special effort to step up, donate, and do some other good things. You're a sly one, Mr. Grinch. Santa Claus is coming to town. All right. Andy, what do you say? We covered everything? Okay, before we talk, remember I was joking about there when the kids were asking Santa Claus for a puppy this Christmas. I want you people, and I know that people know this, but I want to remind you that when you give a puppy for Christmas, it's a 15-year gift. Batteries run for 15 years. It goes for 15 years. And it grows for 15 years. It's going to chew things. It's going to get big. It's going to pee in the carpet. It's going to pee in the bed. Okay? It's an investment. It's not something that later on you can say it got too big. It wasn't for us. Buy a stuffed one instead. It'll last 15 years. So, Andy, are we good here? We're good? We're sort of good? All right. Buddy the Elf, what's your favorite color? Remember to spay and neuter. Okay? Watch your tree this year. Tinsel's a killer. Yeah, tinsel's made of foil. It looks all, yeah. Watch your tree with your critters. Okay? Spay and neuter. Adopt, don't shop. Foster, rescue, volunteer. Adopt a shelter pet today. Andy, we good? Remember, everybody, if you have to donate for Christmas, donate to the Human Fund in the name of George Costanza. It's a Festivus miracle, wouldn't it be? Merry Christmas, everybody. See you next week.